Hey, welcome back to our channel. Today we are diving into the juicy world of Am I the A-hole Reddit posts. Let's explore some crazy posts and decide who's in the right and who is in fact an a-hole. Grab a snack and let's get started. Am I the a-hole? My ex-girlfriend told me my current girlfriend sabotaged our relationship. And this is from Redditor throwaway ex-girlfriend 25324. Okay, I mean, the Redditor's name there already is quite interesting, isn't it? But let's see what he has to say. I, 28 male, am really confused about the events of the last month. My ex-girlfriend, Julie, 29 female, thinks that my current girlfriend, Mindy, 28 female, is manipulative and sabotaged our 4-year relationship. I was in a loving relationship with Julie for the last 4 years. We met through some mutual friends. Julie and I were very compatible in terms of our love for outdoor activities and running. We have very similar lifestyles and supported each other well for the last 4 years. We have also been living together for the last 3 years. We even discussed getting married during the summer. Everything was great and I was planning to propose to her over the holidays. However, I started to see changes in behaviour in Julie around September. She was acting distant and looked stressed. It was quite noticeable and I was worried. I trust her with all my heart and I could not imagine she would be cheating on me. However, she did spend more time by herself. Around the same time, Julie's friend Mindy messaged me privately and asked me if I could meet her secretly, as she wanted to tell me something about Julie. Mindy and Julie work together and I have known Mindy ever since I started dating Julie. I was surprised, but to be honest, I assumed the worst. I met her at a cafe after work. I thought you were in a trusting relationship, and yet you're meeting somebody secretly after work? One of her friends? That doesn't sound very trusting to me. I met her at a cafe after work. She asked me if things were going okay between Julie and me. She told me that Julie told her that she was planning to leave me soon. This was a total shock to me. I asked her if there was anyone else that Julie was interested in and she told me no. Julie confided in her that she was not sure about marrying me. She told me she just had to tell me this as she did not want me to be blindsided. What the heck? Like, what kind of friend would go behind your back, secretly meet up with your partner, and tell them that you're not interested in marrying them anymore? That is definitely not a friend. And what kind of partner would secretly meet up with your friend behind your back to get gossip about you? I mean, already I'm thinking you are the a-hole, OP, sorry. But I haven't even read the full story yet and already you're sneaking around behind your girlfriend's back, so it's not looking good. Let me just say that. But let me know in the comments if you disagree. Anyway, I was devastated. I started putting more effort into making our relationship more exciting and planning more dates, etc. But you didn't just talk to Julie about this. Ask her about it? Mindy was also helping me through this time. Of course she was. And telling me more about what Julie told her. Eventually, before Thanksgiving, Julie told me that she loved me, but she wanted to take a break for a month to live alone. She said that she just wanted to live alone for a month to make sure that she wanted to marry me. I was completely heartbroken. Okay, I mean, I can understand why you would be completely heartbroken in that situation. However, have you still not talked to her about what Mindy told you? Because the most logical thing in this situation would be just to have an actual conversation about it with her, wouldn't it? I asked her if she wanted to pursue someone else. She told me that was not the case and I better not do anything stupid either. She loves me with all her heart, but she just wants to stay away from me to make sure that she is marrying me for love and not because she is used to being with me. I did not understand that at all. I told her that if she was not sure after 4 years if she wants to marry me, then maybe we should just break up. We had a big fight and broke up after a few days. I mean, from a woman's perspective, I can understand where she's coming from. Again, I think it would just depend massively on the dynamics of your actual relationship. I mean, right now, what I know of your relationship is that you're willing to go behind her back and keep secrets. So, maybe does she have an inkling that you're going behind her back and keeping secrets? Because if she does, then it's no wonder she's having doubts in the relationship. Also, getting married is a big decision. Some people just need that headspace to really think it through. And it wasn't like she was breaking up with you. She just wanted a little bit of space just to get her head around it. I don't know. I mean, for some people that might be too much. That might be enough to warrant breaking up. But for me, I think I would be a bit more understanding about it. But I don't know. Let me know if that would be too much. If that happened to you in your relationship, would you break up with them? Or would you let them have a little bit of space to think about it? Anyway, as our lease was ending, we decided to part ways in December. She got a new apartment and I kept our old apartment and just took her name off the lease. After the breakup, I was feeling very lonely as I was not used to being in the apartment alone. I mean, it sounds to me like you're also quite a needy person who maybe has to have a partner with them at all times. I know lots of people that are like that, but personally it's not my thing. I like to have space from my partner, even though we live together, we still don't spend every minute of every day together. We spend a lot of time separate because it's just what works best for us personally. But yeah, maybe you and Julie just weren't compatible on that front. I don't know. I didn't want to keep on being sad and hence invited a bunch of friends for a New Year's party. I also invited Mindy, which sounds like a really bad idea. We had a good time and my friends were doing their best to cheer me up. Mindy also mingled with my friends and it was good. Mindy decided to stay back to help me clean up and we hooked up that night. I felt guilty, but Mindy did cheer me up. Since then, we have hung out almost daily at my place. I am still sad about Julie, but I won't lie that being with Mindy does make me feel happy. She is sweet and caring. Wow. I mean, yeah. It does kind of just seem like Mindy had her eye on you from the beginning and decided to kind of worm her way into your relationship, make some cracks in there and just weed her way in until she could take you for her own, which is crazy. Like, serious red flags, run for the hills. She sounds like a complete psychopath, but I mean, that is assuming that I'm correct. Maybe she didn't do that. Maybe she's just a sweet and caring person who just so happened to get mixed up in all of this. But I don't know. What do you think? Let me know. Oh, I really want to talk to you about this in the comments because this one is a lot. Last Sunday we woke up and someone was banging on the door. I went to open it and it was Julie. She looked furious and started yelling at me. She kept on accusing me of cheating on her. I told her I most certainly did not cheat on her and she was the one who broke up with me. Mindy was also at my apartment. Julie was just angry at both of us. She started calling Mindy a manipulative bee and told me that Mindy was the one who suggested to her that she should take some time away from me to understand her true feelings. Yes, see? Mindy is the manipulative, crazy woman. Oh, people like this make my blood boil. Like, why? Why would anybody be like this? It's awful. I calmed her down and asked her to explain herself. She told me that ever since our marriage talk, she told Mindy about it, and Mindy kept on asking Julie if she was sure about marrying me. Oh, see, she's had her eye on him from the beginning, and she's weeding her way in there. Oh. Mindy suggested she take some time to herself to understand her true feelings and that I will understand and give her space. When I said no, Mindy convinced her that I was so controlling that I could not even give her 1 month to herself and convinced her to break up with me. So Mindy's like this little puppet master sat in the background just pulling everybody's strings, worming her way, making cracks in your relationship and finding ways to make sure it ends so that she can jump in and take you. Or at least that's what it sounds like. She sounds like an absolute psychopath. Like, OP, run for your life. She's crazy. She's going to kill you or something. Oh, God. Okay. Mindy told me that she did not say such things, and these were all Julie's ideas, and she was just there during these conversations. She did tell Julie that she told me about some of the things so that I get a chance to make things right with her over the last few months. That made Julie more angry, and she started accusing me of emotionally cheating on her. Julie told me that the last few weeks have made her realise that we were meant to be together, but she now cannot believe I could move on from a 4-year relationship in a week. Yeah, I feel really sorry for Julie, to be honest. Like, getting married is a huge decision, and like anybody would in that situation, she had a few doubts, she had a few worries, and then her supposed friend came in and niggled at her worries and made them worse and made them worse and made all these suggestions and convinced her to split up with her partner of 4 years that she truly loved, and then swooped in and took her place. It's just awful. What kind of person would do that to somebody? I mean, honestly, OP, you are the a-hole. I don't care what else you have to say, because, I mean, I know you've been played. You've been completely played. But you're still kind of an a-hole, because, like, you still went behind her back and talked to another woman about your relationship. And it was kind of emotional cheating, I'm not going to lie. You might not have done any physical cheating, but you were building such a close friendship with somebody who was clearly had ulterior motives behind your partner's back, talking about your partner, making decisions about your relationship behind your partner's back without ever discussing any of these conversations with your partner. That is messed up. I mean, ultimately, Mindy's the one who's the biggest a-hole in this entire situation, but I don't know. Anyway, on one hand, I want to believe Julie, but she broke up with me for no fault of my own. No. You're wrong. Mindy was there for me when I was down, but now I also doubt her. She suddenly started talking to me out of the blue, as we were never really close before, and immediately became my support after the breakup, although Julie was her close friend. I don't think anybody's Mindy's close friend. I think Mindy's a crazy bitch. Sorry to put it so bluntly, but oh my God, I've never heard of a more awful person. Am I the a-hole to emotionally cheat on Julie? Should I have told her about Mindy's text? Yes, you should have. Should I have not moved on from her so quickly? No, you shouldn't have moved on from her so quickly. Even if she broke up with you. I was just hurting and Mindy was right there to support me. I need advice from someone with a clear mind on what the F is going on. I mean, you've been emotionally manipulated by Mindy, clearly. I don't think you're necessarily an a-hole for sleeping with Mindy, because in your mind, you clearly don't realise the fault that you have in this. And you were upset because you have split up with your partner at this point. And Mindy was a rebound. But there was a lot of things that happened in this scenario that you are an a-hole for. Like going behind your girlfriend's back, not actually sitting down and talking to your partner about the issues that are actually happening in your relationship, not being honest with your partner about what's happened with her supposed friend behind her back. I mean, Mindy is definitely the biggest a-hole in this whole scenario. But let's see what other Redditors had to say. Okay, Multicolored TA said, Mindy played Julie, OP played himself. Okay. All he had to do to avoid this whole problem was just tell Julie, hey, your friend texted me and wants to meet up. It would have opened the door for the two of them to talk about it and compare stories. I feel like Julie dodged a bullet. Now she's not marrying a man who sneaks around with women behind her back and sleeps with her friends. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, a good partner would have just straight away said, your friend's texting me and wants to meet up to talk about you. Like, that's weird. That's weird. You shouldn't do that. Like, if you're in a relationship, a committed relationship, and your partner's friend texts you and asks to meet up secretly to discuss your relationship, you say no and you tell your partner and you talk about it. Because that is not healthy, normal behaviour, okay? GDROM123 said, it does sound like Mindy manipulated the situation in her favour. She got Julie out of the picture and you in her bed. Yikes. And Hedy Harlow said, OP has been played. Yep. Honestly, Mindy sounds like... I don't know. I don't think I've ever met anybody quite that awful, to be honest. Or at least if I have, I don't know about it. But I can't imagine how anybody could do something so awful. It sounds like it was just a game for her. See if she can split up this relationship and worm her way in. It's disgusting. Separate checks said, for some girls, it's the thrill of taking the guy from another woman. Yeah, again, it sounds like it. Like it was just exciting for her. Responsible Mall 2222 replied, honestly this. I knew a girl in college who made a breaking up happy couples game. Wow. She was crazy. Was it Mindy? Because it sounds like it. It was a power play and massive ego trip, making men leave their girlfriends for her only to dump them a few weeks later. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it feels like this is exactly what happened in this scenario. The fact that Mindy's been friends with Julie for the entire duration of that 4-year relationship, and possibly even longer, is really awful. I feel like if one of my friends did this to me, I feel so sorry for Julie, because I don't think... How do you recover from that? If she considered Mindy a true friend, how do you recover from that? It's bad enough that her partner's done that, but then for your friend to do that as well? A wind-up bird said, Mindy is a straight-up see you next Tuesday. Yep. OP is the a-hole in this situation. He jumped from his 4-year relationship to his ex-girlfriend's friend in a week, and now he's wondering if Julie is telling the truth. B, you were with this girl for 4 years and you were planning on marrying her, and now you're not trusting her word over the word of some girl who had no problem moving in on you as soon as her friend broke up with you. WTF, how dense can you be? And Julie, I feel so bad that she was manipulated by somebody who was pretending to be her friend. BP situation all round, but I don't blame her for being upset that OP moved on from her at light speed. It really makes you think that the relationship meant nothing to him. Honestly, I agree with you. 100%. This post is pretty much exactly how I feel about this situation. It's just, yeah, I feel so sorry for Julie. Okay, Jim Bob McFancypants, love that name, said... This one is pretty straightforward, man. Talk to Julie. If you guys have been dating for years, to the point you were about to propose to her, you likely know her well enough to tell if she's probably lying or not. Hear her out and go with your gut. Even if you choose not to reconcile or believe her, I'd still take a break from dating Mindy. You rebounded hard. 1 week after a 4-year relationship ending, and you're already sleeping with someone else. Take your time to mourn the relationship and center yourself. No need to rush into anything. LittleBid8089 replied to this with, I find it really upsetting that he doesn't trust Julie's word over Mindy. He claims to have loved and trusted Julie, yet Mindy was supposedly Julie's friend and S-talked her and jumped in bed with him at the first opportunity. Friends don't do that. I bet Julie wouldn't treat a friend that way. I mean, yeah, the fact that you're confused, OP, about whether Julie's telling the truth. It's true. You were with her for 4 years. You should know damn well whether or not she's telling the truth. And you're confused. You're even considering trusting the word of Mindy over her. I mean, I don't know what's... I don't even know why you're confused about this, OP. Like, honestly, it seems completely straight down the line. Julie's telling the truth, Mindy's a manipulative liar, and you are an idiot. Like, I mean, that's it. That's my opinion. There you go. OP is an a-hole and an idiot. Julie is telling the truth, and Mindy is a psycho. But please tell me what you think in the comments. Let's talk about this one, because this is so crazy. Oh my God, have you ever heard of anything happening like this to one of your friends? Or has this happened to you? Because if it is, please let me know, because this is so crazy. Oh my God. What did you think of the posts we discussed today? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.